Why do you think that 3D was one of the last holdouts, and what is it that's changing that's making it possible to tackle it today?
A lot of things about 3D are hard. Human beings perceive the world in 3D, right? Like when you're thinking about a set or an event or like your podcasting space, like you're thinking, how things compose. Like that's how our brains process it. In order to communicate that to other people, you got to write a script and then you write a brief, and then someone else who's a graphic designer reimagines that, re-engineers that, and brings that to life. So this is like a human to human communication problem. So one thing is just like how do humans describe stuff? It's a great medium, and you need more than sort of a 2D canvas in which you can describe it. And game engines were really the best you can do. The second thing that's really changed about it is the web has come a long way. So, if you've been looking at Twitter for the last few days, you'll see a lot of people who are using Cursor, which is this AI native, programming coding environment to make games. So you can actually code up your own little game and it renders in a browser with 3JS, which is a JavaScript framework. And so people are able to tinker around. They're not coders. They're like, oh, I'd like to create a flight simulator. I want the plane to be able to take off from here. And can you add a runway to the left? They're just using words, and the computer is writing all the code and displaying something people would just not have been able to do. So AI is now able to take human instructions and translate them to something as simple as a browser. So no big specialized hardware, no big downloadable package that you've got to compile. It's just running in your browser the same way anything else would launch. And I think the last part of it is, on the backs of these foundational models, these media models that are coming up, which will take human instructions like ChatGPT and then, answer a question, or you give Midjourney a prompt and it generates an image. There are these new structures in software called agents that are starting to evolve that basically say, why don't I actually do the work for you? Let me take a first cut, Jason, at writing the script for you. Tell me your idea. I'll take a first cut at the script, or I'll take a first cut at what the game looks like. And then you tell me what's wrong with it. And you go back and forth. And that agent builds it out for you. And so this human experience, how we used to film something, we'd write a script and then you'd have a sketch storyboard and you do sketches and then you take it to pre-production and post-production. You can start to compress all that stuff into one screen. So someone who's creative or a team of people who are creative can all be looking at the same thing on a screen and figure out, oh, that's good. We really like that part. We like this scene. We like this angle. We like this shooting style. And the agents do the work for you so that before you go into production, whether that's game engines or you're doing a physical shoot, everyone's on the same page. And that means better quality content. It's faster because you're all doing stuff in real time. And ultimately it saves money in production, right? So it's like the better, faster, cheaper value prop of, where AI can help. People always focus on the cheaper part, but I think it's actually the better and faster in real time that makes a difference for creative.